Hi, I'm AJ Ho, the director of Effortless English, and welcome to the free 7 rules email course. Today is rule 1. Now, rule 1 is learn English phrases, not individual words. This one, just like all the other rules, is very simple, very easy, and like the other rules, this rule is very, very powerful. So simple, so powerful. What is the rule? The rule is always learn phrases, not individual words. So simple. So a phrase is a group of words. It's not, you're gonna have sentence, but it's a part of sentence. So for example, let's say you have the word hate, H-A-T-E, hate, and you wanted to learn this new word. You write out the word hate, and then you find in your dictionary the meaning, and memorize it, hate, 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 hate. Let's see all the way, let's see kind of textbook school way. Right, school, you probably remember a lot of individual words, those big vocabulary. Let's try to remember all these individual single words. It's not a good night to learn. Much better if you learn phrase, a group of words. And when you find the phrases, you find these phrases in the Real English podcast that I'm listening to, in the Real English storybook you are reading. So you don't memorize a list in a book. No, no, no. You listen to Real English, and when you hear new words, write down. When reading the storybook, when you see new words, write down. But do not just write down that word. You can write down a whole phrase or sentence that is in all of it. So instead of saying hate, you write down, because you would say, you write down John hates ice cream. You write down whole phrase. Why do we do this? What are power of phrases? Well, phrases give you a lot of information, much more information. Number one, phrases are easier to remember because they have meaning, they have picture, story. Especially when you get them for something that you're reading or listening to. You remember it. John hates ice cream. You remember the whole story. You remember who John is. You remember that he had ice cream, and then you remember he hated it. He didn't like it. Right? So you have all these extra pieces of information. All the extra information helps you remember the meaning of the phrase and the meaning of that word. It helps you much easy to remember. Number two, there's bonus. When you learn phrases, you are learning grammar also. You're not only learning an individual word, you're learning grammar, you're learning how to use that word correctly. You know that think about the grammar, you do need to know the rules. It's automatic. It's another way, and native speakers learn English grammar. Because when we're children, we learn with phrases. We learn all sorts of words, not just one word by one word by one word. Word by word is slow and doesn't help, and you don't need any grammar. But when you learn the whole phrase, you write out the phrase, you get extra information. Maybe you don't know it, but you are. For example, John hates ice cream. Just that word, and that's it on hand hates, right? John hates. Well, you know the grammar study that you know. You're making some subject verb agree. You don't think about that. Just write out the phrase John hates ice cream and study and repeat. Always learn phrase, not just that word. And so in the future, whenever you say he hates ice cream, she hates ice cream, you will add that as this, right? Because that's how you learned it. You learned it correctly. You learned the phrase. On the other hand, if you have from textbook, you just learn what hate means do not like. You learn that from hate, hate, hey, hey. You study. If you memorize it, that's when you're starting making mistake because you learned it only this one way. You didn't learn it from other words. So sometimes you'll say, he hates ice cream. You forget the S because you never learned it correctly. Correct phrase. So it's very simple rules or last rules course. Very, very important. Every time you find a new word, always write the phrase or the sentence. When you review that word again and when you study it again, always study the entire phrase or sentence. Never study just the word, always the whole phrase. Do this every time. The grammar you begin to improve. It improves much faster. And you remember the vocabulary faster and more easily. And you will use that vocabulary more quickly. So you get a lot of great benefits, a lot of great stuff happens when you learn phrases instead of words. So phrases, learn them. I hope you enjoy rule number 1. Use this rule. Now your homework is to get a little phrase notebook where you find new English vocabulary in a lesson, in something you're listening to, in a book, in an article. Write down the phrase, not just one word. Write down the entire whole phrase that you find, and then review that phrase again and again each day, and create a new book full of phrases, full of sentences, not individual words, never individual words. Okay, so that's rule 1. Tomorrow you get another email with rule number 2. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.